What's up, guys? Richtastic 1983 coming at you with a Overwatch gameplay. This isn't ranked. This is just casual, quick play. Because I'm not very good at Overwatch, as you will see. However, in what is it, season 10 now, they've unlocked all the characters. So this here is the very first game I've ever played with Mauga that you're watching. And when I quick play, I queue up for any role, which I can promise you will always land you as a tank or a support character. You will never randomly get DPS. I have maybe one every 10 games when I just quick play any role will I get a DPS role. It's always tank and it's always support, and guess who really sucks at both of those roles? This guy. So we're not confident enough to jump into rank. So, you know, in this video I have two games. One is Mauga, one is a support character named Moira. Yeah, just trying to learn the game. Mauga I like a lot. I like Mauga. Never got to play him, always got to play against him because I didn't have him unlocked. But now with Season 10, they've unlocked all the characters for you, so you don't have to do any questing to unlock these characters. Yeah, Mauga's an interesting character. Obviously there you can see he's got a dash in his kit. He slams the ground. He's a big Samoan. That's not how Samoans talk. But yeah, you know, I'm a wrestling fan, so like this character just reeks of like, you know, Umaga to me. But the dual Gatling guns, the left gun, which you fire with the L2 button, I play on PS5 obviously, will light enemies on fire, and then the R trigger, the R2, the right minigun, will then crit once they are lit on fire. You can fire both simultaneously, but my understanding is, you know, for when they're far away especially, you want to light them on fire with the L2 and then start critting them, because crit apparently is very important to your healing ability. You have an R1 that ability that, when put down, will make, make any damage done by your teammates heal them. Again, this was the first and only game of Mauga I've played, so forgive me, I'm not an Overwatch expert. But I want to get good at this game. I want to get good. But I really suck. That play right there, though, with my ultimate, his ultimate is he throws like a cage down that chains anybody in it. I'm not sure what any other effect it is, because we're shooting from the hip with this video, man. Like, we're just rolling with it. Again, it's quick play. It's not ranked. Yeah, me playing tank might actually be my worst role, and I know tanks are in a tough spot in this meta with the DPS passive of, you know, getting hit by DPS characters. What is it, 15% less healing? Which they've nerfed, because it wasn't originally like 20% less healing. So I'm not very good though, and support I'm not any better, because I can't be relied upon to heal people. Any game that I've ever played, I can't heal people. Like, I can't be responsible. I could barely keep myself alive, let alone trying to keep 4 other people alive. But what I do notice in quick play is the games tend to be pretty stompy. It's very few and far between in quick play where I find a match that's pretty down to the wire, you know, even. Can I just say that I hate Sombra as a console player? Keep in mind, I also am playing this game with a busted right stick on my controller. For some reason, whenever I try to turn right on this controller, it just doesn't want to. Like, it'll slowly turn right, as opposed to when I turn left on the right stick, it will turn at the speed that it's intended. So that's an added layer of challenge to this game. You know, like if I wanted to make Overwatch Dark Souls, that's how I did it. I have a controller that's kind of busted. And who really wants to spend $80 on a new controller? Not this guy. The fact that controllers cost as much as a video game is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, Overwatch. If you have tips and tricks and things that I could learn to do better, please feel free to leave them in the comments. You know, actual tips, not, oh, get good or you suck or whatever, because that doesn't help anybody. Because eventually I'd really like to play ranked, but I feel like my mechanics and like my game sense, it's not there when it comes to Overwatch. And the crazy thing about Overwatch, as opposed to like other first-person shooters, in my, you know, like from just playing it, is it's so much more chaotic than any other first-person shooter I think I've ever played. It's more chaotic than Call of Duty. Like, you got people using abilities, flying all around. People, you know, some characters can fly, some of them are burrowing underground. Like, there's just so much happening on the screen to keep track of. And sometimes I feel like, you know, I am an older guy. I'm 40 years old, so like I feel like I just get lost in like the everything's happening, like a deer in the headlights. Like, look at this adventure character burrowing underground. Like, get out of here. The Moira gameplay is, you know, again, me trying to heal, and I'm not very good at healing. Like, my default game sense is I just want to do damage. So my DPS, when I play DPS, I perform fairly well. I have the most wins playing as a DPS character. I can't tank for the life of me. I feel like I constantly get rolled. This game is like an aberration. Like, when I play tank, I feel like I just, like, my positioning is bad, and I'm just unable to get healed up, and I just die. And then support, it's just like, I solo queue. I'm not playing with any friends. I'm not communicating on the microphone or anything like that, so it's just kind of like, I'm just getting destroyed. You know what I mean? Like, I can't keep up with the damage. Healing the damage that's being outputted by the other team, and the other teams tend to just steamroll. I got play of the game in this game with this play, which I was pretty surprised at, because I never get a play of the game in anything. But, like, here's to my point, this game was an absolute stomp. But I certainly enjoy Mauga. And, I guess here comes the Moira gameplay. So I'm somewhat comfortable on Moira, but again, I am not very good. What throws me off with this game is, like, so she has one of her abilities. So she heals with the R2 button on the controller, even though the healing hand, her left hand, like, it throws me off. Because I feel like if her damage hand is her right hand, then that should be the R2 button. And then if her healing hand is her left hand, it should be the L2 button. But that's not the case. It's actually swapped. I'm fairly certain. And then when you throw the orb, you can throw a damage orb or you could throw a healing orb. It's also swapped. So when you want to throw the damaging orb, it's L2. I think. It confuses me. It confuses me. The fact that that's the button mapping. And I'm sure you could change that in the settings, but I haven't really messed with it yet. For those who have never played Moira, yeah, she can dash with her L1, and then she has the orb. Now, and when you hit R1, it brings up her hands, and you can either shoot a damaging orb that'll bounce around and do damage if enemies are near it, or a healing orb that will heal any allies that are around it as it bounces. The R2 button will heal your teammates. It'll shoot like a healing mist out of your hand. And then the L2 button will do damage to enemies. There, you can see I'm trying to do damage anyway. There, you see I did damage there. And then her ultimate, which is she shoots this beam that does damage to enemies and will heal allies, anybody who's in the beam. Pretty cool stuff, pretty straightforward. I like her because she's a healer that can heal, but she also has quite a bit of mobility with her L1. So she can get out of trouble as a healer more reliably as opposed to, let's say, somebody like Anna. You know, so mobility is really key, and I find that, like, for me anyway, and I find that characters that have like 0 mobility, I just can't deal with them. But again, this game was pretty much a stomp for the most part. This was more competitive than the first game in this video. So there you see I'm trying to heal my teammates, but I don't know, healing is rough. Like, so I've only just gotten into Overwatch at the tail end of Season 9, really. You know, a little backstory for me. I had a coworker who basically, when I first moved here to Pennsylvania, begged me to get Overwatch, okay? And I was just like, no, it's not really my thing. I'm not really good at first-person shooters, blah, 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 blah. He goes, no, you got to get it. He goes, look, I will drive you to GameStop, and I will give you like $20 towards the purchase of it. So I reluctantly agreed. Bought the game, bought Overwatch 1. Well, actually, he didn't buy me a disc. He bought me a PSN card so I could download it. We proceeded to play maybe 4 or 5 matches with other coworkers of ours, and then he never touched the game again. So here I was with Overwatch 1, a game that I did not want to play. And then I never touched it again. And then Overwatch 2 came out. And now I've been watching people play Overwatch on Twitch, and I'm like, man, this just looks like it could be really fun when it's played right. And if you could figure it out, it looks like it would be a lot of fun. I'm a sports guy. I love team sports. I love team games. Obviously, this is a team game because it takes 5 people to win. Although, when you're playing in the Stomp pub matches, one player can literally just roll and destroy everyone. So, yeah, I want to get good. So again, if you have tips, tricks, any kind of tips, especially for, now keep in mind I'm a console player. I'm not mouse and keyboard, so I'm relying on my thumbs. I don't have a mouse and keyboard aim. So, you know, if your criticism is my aim sucks, you're right. It definitely does. Because again, I'm not very good at first-person shooters, but I would love to get good at this game. So I'm gonna shut up. Video's almost over. Again, first game was a Malga gameplay, all quick play. This game here, you see the ultimate there. So like it'll do damage to enemies, and if my allies stand in front of the beam, they will be healed as well. So it's pretty. She's really good. She's really strong. I do like her quite a bit. So anyway, this is Rich-tastic 1983 signing off, wishing you all a healthy and happy day, evening, wherever you might be in the world. God bless. Take care of yourself, and I will catch you guys in the next one. I don't know what the next one's going to be. Maybe it'll be Predecessor, maybe it'll be Overwatch, maybe it'll be Exoprimal. I don't know, but it'll be something. Alright, take care guys. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Catch you later. I offer something. The payload is approaching. I'm under attack. Vamos, esculacha! Victory. Play of the game.